Well, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing? This is Work.
And I'm Roo. Hello, hello, hello.
And folks, it seemed just like yesterday we had another replay coming on out here, but you know what? We thought we'd give you some more Bobr. And with that in mind, who's duking it out, Rang? And with what? And how much are they getting paid?
Well, on the left-hand side in blue, we have Gearhead 117 playing Gruppe Harteneck, and he's getting paid with a Vanguard salary. And on the right-hand side, playing as Vanguard tank corps, we have ADLER 3000 with a Maverick salary.
Okay, so Maverick, we've seen a lot of hate for that recently. Is that going to be something worthwhile, do you think? Or how's that going to work out?
I think a Vanguard tank corps can be a pretty good combination because you've got those very expensive IS-2s, so having that 180 income in B phase to pop out those IS-2s quickly and then use them to do IS-2 things, which using those blowing everything up, is a pretty good play, because that's really all you have going for you as Vanguard tank corps is the IS-2s, to be entirely frank with you.
Well, to be con with you, I am going to tell you right now, we are going to see, definitely, I would call, a very big push in the south from our Tankovy companions. What do you say is the general play over here from Gearhead? We've seen him play before, and actually, I think we've seen him play Harteneck before, so what do you recall about him?
Well, we got some T-34s being brought out immediately. So, I really want to see the actual start deployment to see if he actually decides to do a rush over the bridge. Maybe he's going to try and do something up north, as he does have a head shear. And yeah, looking at the deployments...
Some very optimistic Russians.
Very optimistic. Jeez Louise, he wants to get all in that middle.
Yeah, I don't see that going particularly well.
Yeah, he does have one IS-2 being brought out. We're going to be using that on the southern flank for fire support capabilities. So we'll have to see how that goes.
But we are going to see testicle play from the Germans. Excuse me, the Germans. And is this going to get matched PTRSs moving forward? Okay, it's one PTRS and Oktobichiki. So a very, very big, I call it light infantry opening from the Russians.
Yeah, especially down south, using a lot of those flamethrower troops to rush to the point. All the way in the far south, it's not going to run a quarter row as Gearhead has the hike. Oh, no! This could actually work. Maybe. It's kind of close. Oh, wow. That worked, all thanks to the fire support. They have the Shermans and IS-2 and support cannon and stuff. Good job. Good bloody job.
Yes, but I was going to say, as the other Hussar squad comes in, I wasn't going to see that happening very well, but that got put to a lie very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
PTRS squad, no, wow, no, we have a Panzerschreck squad coming in behind. This is bizarre.
That is, yeah, that ballsy Russian play actually worked out, and that's a really good spot for Panzerschreck, actually. Yeah, this is the one nice thing about playing as Russians. When you got cheap equipped infantry, you can just rip around the map easy peasy.
The things that work for you, that should not work for anybody else.
Yeah, and I'm so surprised that Panzerschreck managed to get you alive, but receive actually pays off later on.
Yes, I don't think Gearhead's going to remember that, though.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Gearhead is pushing pretty heavy through the ball stack, firmly taking a grasp into it, but ADLER is bringing up some pretty good CQC infantry to clear out the forest, which is the best call you can do really on the Russian side of the map here, is just try to get some good stuff in the forest. It's a nice, good positioning there.
Hey, if you don't want to be have issues with the ball sack, you want to make sure you don't get shafted. I get it.
Exactly, you gotta take firm initiative, especially with flamethrowers.
Hey, just trying to make you know, I think you're trying to make things a little bit too hard over here on Gearhead.
Well, okay, we got.
Oh, dick jokes, yes sir.
Yeah, after Machiki's going on against Jaeger Pioneers. Pioneers probably gonna run, I guess, once they get the grenade out.
Grenades are gone. Grenades are gone. We have one grenade. That's all he's got. He's a one-trick pony.
Panzer Grenadiers aren't gonna help out much. So So I do think with just the serum infantry numbers, ADLER should be able to hold on to the forest. Maybe?
I don't know. There's no... Oh, no, there is leadership there. I was like, there's no leadership. Nope, there is very much leadership.
He's leading, just not from the front. He's letting his peons do the work.
I think you mean peasants.
Peasants, yep. Serfs, for being imperialistic.
They're surfers. Wow. Anyway.
It'd be a pretty good map to surf on. To surf right through the middle of the river. Get some... not very ravey, but...
No, but you're like inner tube the entire way down, man, like a lazy river kind of thing. I see it.
It's attached to the back of a motorboat.
Oh, I definitely see that. Interestingly, the map has become blue again.
Very much so. Yeah, Gearhead's middle assault has definitely paid off a bit by sneakily capping run flag, but he is going to lose control of that as ADLER's reinforcements are poured in. Oh, the Panzerschreck!
Yeah.
A VK, but doesn't get the kill, yo. Bit
Feel free to shoot the thing. You have recon optics for a reason, my friend.
And okay, there we go.
Jeez.
Got it, but barely before it left Panzerschreck range. So good call. Down south, though, things are looking really good for ADLER. He's captured the fire support hill, and with the Shermans and IS-2s or pretty high veterancy, he's going to do a lot of damage.
That's good, because the center's not looking too great for him. Yes, there's one MCHA. And yes, that MCHA has just completely and totally disabled that T-34. But there's more troops being rushed into the gap, and I think I saw a Tiger. Yep, a big kitty's coming in there, too.
Mm-hmm. This is always such a funny matchup, where the Russians are using Shermans, and then the Germans are using T-34s.
Yeah, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, does it?
It doesn't, but this is Steel Division 2, guys. Where both sides use captured equipment, and I was trying to think of something that doesn't matter.
Well, so the lines are made up, and the tanks don't matter.
Yeah. Like I said before, it must have been really confusing in some engagements trying to figure out who was friend and who was foe with just tank silhouettes. Like, oh, is that T-34s or yeah, T-34s? It's applicable to both sides.
Very true. I admit I am watching this Hetzer down south try to engage this Sherman. There's something just oddly beautiful about watching that Sabo round just kind of just shoot out, just go way downrange.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, wait a second. Never mind, they didn't have Sabos at that point, did they? Oh,
no, that's 17-pounders.
Yeah.
With, like, experimental Sabot rounds. APCRs is smaller tanks and core.
You're right.
But, you know it's
okay.
Still something you don't want to get hit by.
Still that beautiful, beautiful shot that goes way down range. Now, unfortunately for that Tiger, he is a beautiful cat, but, well, I don't know, that IS-2's got claws, too.
Yeah, and pretty big claws, yeah, with the fat old 122mm. And then, yeah, long range fight, IS-2 pretty much rims hands down.
True. By the way, that's fat with a PHAT.
Mm-hmm. That's how fat it is, guys.
One brave Jaeger pioneer who unfortunately decided not to blow the bridge. He's now cut off in the Alamo, and that'll be pretty much taken out pretty darn soon. Yep, he bought the farm.
Yeah.
Tiger is down, and the Jagdpanzer really needs to consider not being there.
Mm-hmm. Being anywhere else would probably be a good call for the Jagdpanzer, but he's not gonna make a good call at Jagdpanzer.
Regrettably, no.
Yep. IS-2 charges up the Shao and Kabluri. Up Northfield, things are a little bit interesting. It does seem like Gearhead is putting just a bit of pressure. He's bringing some light tanks as well as a Hetzer of his own, so maybe try to make the push up here. I mean, he's already got some infantry across the bridge with the Jaeger Pioneers.
You know, I was taking a look at that. The one thing I'm a little concerned about is the fact that this Jagdpanzer really is fairly immobile.
Yeah.
I'd almost like to see both Shermans try to get a little bit closer on that. Especially since so much of the the Gruppe Harteneck stuff is not the most beefy. I don't know.
Early on, yeah. I mean, the only real proper heavy tanks you get are Well, the Agapandra, it has decent armor, and then the Tiger cards. But early on, you're really more using the VKs and T-34s just because you got more of them in terms of availability. And Stokes as well, if you got some.
Sounds about right. I am noticing we are seeing a rather interesting tank column coming in from the south. 2 T-34Rs and 2 VK9s.
Yeah.
Kind of a waste when you realize that, yes, the entire opposing armor core can see the incoming tanks.
Yeah, I mean, bringing out... Oh, was he doing that to just draw fire to bring in the Messerschmitt? Because that seems like the case, but the Messerschmitt, no get kill.
Well, the Messerschmitt's not going to pen.
No, it's not.
The 150, you got to get that side shot, and he's not going to get the side shot here. He's going to come at it from the front again. I remind myself that it's 150 for that penetration.
Yeah, it's not a very good chance.
Meanwhile, here's more donations to the Automachiki and the Panzerschreck squad. Here comes, that's one.
Such sneaky positions. I love it.
But he knows it's there.
But it's gonna work.
Again and again. And watch, the Automachiki is going to take out this T-34 as well. Here it comes.
Oh no, T-34, he catches onto the ruse, but I think it's going to open him up for the Panzerschreck or the other tanks.
I just heard a plane crash. I don't know what it was or where it was.
Yeah, we've got Messerschmitt going on the Yak, but the 109 is a little bit outgunned. But yeah, especially if an M15 on the field, he's not going to have a good time.
And by the way, in the meantime, up north we see that push has been rather aborted. We have a Jaeger Pioneer who might be able to hold him back for a little bit of time, but highly unlikely, even with the rushing of 2 VKs coming in as well.
Yeah, and the Sherman's being brought in as well. Yeah, that's going to be a very dead Jaeger Pioneer.
Shame. Shame, shame, shame.
Ring the bell. Shame.
You know, I thought about going very GOT, and I was like, man, Season 8 was annoying.
It still hurts.
It does. It does.
Same
it still hurts.
T2 that's going to come in with a bunch of kabooms on the Tiger.
Oh, I didn't even see him. Oh, dear God.
Yeah, it's...
I was like, yeah. And that's when we start rushing and stuff after it.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything to rush her, unfortunately, so the Tigers is going to be able to get his cool back.
We had Rete Jaegers being trucked on in, but that freaking hill just controls everything.
Yeah. To be fair, at least Gearhead is controlling one of the flags, which is good. He just needs to get some infantry to the upper position. So even though he won't be able to get back the hill, I don't think there's going to be much of a chance for him actually taking.
And here comes a donated Jagdpanzer.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Panzerschreck. Damn,
he's got so much freaking utility out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes 3, 2. He's not in range. Oh my gosh.
Just move. I don't think he's gonna have to. Maybe. Oh no, the IS-2 isn't sure that's for Sherman, so they don't have a chance of killing empty Panzer. Unload the infantry, goddammit.
Here comes.
Unload the cavalry. Oh.
There we go.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Jesus Christ.
He has won the center of the map for him.
Mm-hmm. Definitely been a huge benefit having that Panzerschreck. Real MLG plays.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to pretend that that's not the case, but it's 100% accurate.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the minimap, you can see right now the Russians are giving the finger to the Germans.
Yeah. Even though, ADLER has really good map advantage and whatnot, he is actually not winning at the moment because he just does not have those 2 flags along the southern area of the map. And up north, he's getting pushed a little bit. Gearhead has managed to make a little bit of a bridgehead up north, but not so much to make any big maneuver plays.
Well, this is a much reduced control than what was there before, and Harteneck, unfortunately, Gearhead plays, it seems, like a rather phase A heavy kind of deck. And, well, to quote Leslie Nielsen in one of his films, that's a no-gooda.
And it's not going to be good, especially once we get into his B phases. If ADLER has his deck set up correctly, he should have a lot of IS-2s and also a lot of Shamans, as he's bringing them out. And more IS-2s is going to be more pain that Gearhead will have to deal with.
But again, like, he doesn't have to bring IS-2s. He's got 2-star MCHAs.
Yeah, those things are also... You can pretty much deal with the majority of threats. They have a little bit hard time against like Stugs and Hetchers and Tigers, but still, in this sort of map with close range capabilities, stabilizers wins out.
As much as I want to disagree with you, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
The only thing holding him up right now is that the Hizoroks have all of those, G43 wannabes.
Yeah, he's managing to just barely hold on to the flags along the southern flank, just due to strategic infantry placement. And right Jaeger's beating out the Guard Squad, yeah. So that's gonna buy Gearhead quite a bit of time.
In the meantime, we are going to see the Gearhead's going to rock the Casbah. We're going to see one of those guys coming in the north. Adorable little guy. He's almost a real vehicle.
Almost. Just such a... I like how if you look at the Casbah, if you zoom in, it has like viewports on the back of the vehicle. So you can reverse quickly out of danger, because that's what you're going to be doing 99% of the time.
No, I really paid
Very
attention
odd
to that.
design. Yeah, it's got like viewports all over the place. Looks like a robot.
So I hope none of my viewers get motion sickness, because that was their very, very odd camera work. I apologize to everyone. Now, the northern Jagdpanzer, who's been there for quite a bit of time, he's rocking a couple of shells left. I'm surprised he's not gone down yet, but he is still got teeth. Is he able to take out a couple of guys here and there? Yes, sir?
Yeah, he says, oh, never mind, he does have to get picked off here, I believe, by the 76?
I think so.
Shotgun? Yeah, I guess so. But a Tiger is going to be taking his place. Not really much infantry supporting him by the Tiger, however. Killed, so getting some infantry up north would be a very good coup.
It would, and with the death of the infantry in the town, it very, very quickly becomes a Soviet map yet again. Very lucky, I think, for Gearhead. He's got that one squad of Hussars holding that center bridge, at least nominally.
Yeah, and same with the right Jaeger and Pounder Grenadier along the southern areas of the map, just barely holding onto those flags. And even though, ADLER has great map control, he doesn't have control of the flags, and you kind of need the flags to win the game.
Well, I think that's going to happen very quickly. So we're going to probably get it nearly a +2 here pretty quick. There goes the bridge, and with the bridge, the neighborhood, and that's was 15-9 for a second. There we go.
There we go. It's all starting to come together for ADLER now.
As that middle finger becomes more of a giant nose, extending into the German lines, and I think we're prepping themselves. Yep, they're prepping to pick up that right to Jaeger as well.
Yeah. There we go. That's exactly what ADLER needs to do. And if that 2-tick income advantage, or not income, but point advantage.
Decom.
Yeah. I mean, you have fixed salaries. There's no way you can change that.
Thankfully, Big D was not in this replay. That was earlier this week. And here is the end of any kind of control in the south central part of the map.
Yeah.
Momentarily, we'll see it.
Yeah, just having that hill fire position with the bloody IS-2 is... Like, I honestly think IS-2's probably been the MVP of the map, just due to the fact it's completely zoned to the southern area. The reason nothing is meant to move is just due to that tank. As we're all saying, Gearhead hasn't been able to bring up... Like, he has no ground-based AT that can deal with it. So no, like, artillery or air power. I mean, this is the message from earlier to try and knock it out. If he kills that, he does have a bit more of a chance to maneuver down south.
Vaguely, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's still all the Shermans and like guard squads that you have to break through still, but you know, at least there won't be a big FU cannon shooting at you while you try to do that.
I am watching as positions are getting consolidated. We have the right to coming out forwards now. Any second, we should be seeing. Wow, they're out of position. Oh, never mind. There's the Sherman. So that actually could go and potentially turn around the little fight to the south.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we continue to have this moment. It's like Battle of the Bulge, with the trains going down the tracks to like the 105s to Bastogne, and just we have that
yeah.
Tiger tank, whatever that is on the track. Like, that's exactly what's going on here. Bobr going after the Stug, center part of the map, north central. There's two of them.
Two of them. Oh boy.
One going after Pack 40, the other one's going after the Stug.
It's a very dead Pack 40. And that's a very hurt Stug.
The shooter knocked out and the Loach is wounded. Okay, so I'm surprised I'm not going to see a dead Stug.
No, he's living
there we
the Stug. No, he's no longer living the Stug life.
Stugster's paradise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, this is not looking good for Gearhead at all. ADLER's really managed to make a great shot of his B phase and just took a lot of initiative down south, and even up north he's got a bunch of infantry and whatnot maneuvering around, shooting stuff with their DP squads, so yeah.
We have a tickle towards that 16-8. Not quite. Alright, never mind.
Ah, so close, so close. He just needs to deal with that right Jaeger squad down south.
This Tiger, though, does have line of sight on these Shermans.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, as we all know, historically, it's like 5 to run Tiger kills on Shermans, so he still has to kill another 4 Shermans to meet his required quota.
Well, that's how it was. You kill 1 Tiger, you're an ace. You kill 5 Shermans, then you're an ace.
Yeah, exactly. It's like quantitative.
Definitely true. There's the 16-8. Do I hear 17? Probably not, but it's awfully close.
So close. So close.
Don't worry, though. The Panzer Struck will get him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking at it, and ADLER really does have this in the bag. He has so much bloody infantry up north and down south with the position. He's really holding it. And at Gearhead, he's lost a lot of material. Doesn't have much in terms of infantry out on the field, and on a map like this, infantry really makes or breaks it.
Whoa! But we just had a Nebusier take out a Tiger with a long-range heat shell.
Is that a Busier?
The north one, the 76-2?
Huh.
I think so. It was either that or the IS-2. But the IS-2 was aiming in the wrong direction, though.
I'm looking at like the line of sight thing, and I have no idea what could have killed it. I think that might have been a Busier, yeah? Yeah, I think you might be right. I have no idea, actually. I guess we just have to check the chronology. I'm very curious what killed you. Anyway, the Tiger is no longer living. It's a dead kitty.
It's very sad to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, well, the Panzer Strike Squad is still in play. Tiger is shifting on forwards, kind of brave idiot that he is. And I always expect to see the Panzer Strike Squad being like, alright guys, gotta get into that actual house that's to the north. If we can get 5 tank kills, man, oh man.
They really make it worthwhile.
That would make it worthwhile? Jeez, that guy's a hero of the Soviet Union already.
And using enemy equipment to, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do. Yeah, I'm just looking at this. Gearhead. Probably going to be taking the big L pretty soon, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I am surprised he's not tapped already. Maybe he's just shifting into a different gear. He's been stuck in low gear the entire time. It's a manual. It's not an automatic.
I think he's gonna want to have to
Wait,
shift in reverse.
crew killed.
Ah!
And he killed a freaking tiger. Yeah, that Panther Shrek is the god of the match.
The only way you can kill a tiger is with a Panther Shrek. Off of German weapons.
But hey man, tank terror makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm. And the right, you go down south. He's probably going to go down to the Sapperese Scrot. And that's going to be another flag under his control. That's a fine addition to his collection of flags. All the red runs, yeah.
General Gearhead, you are a bold one. There we go. There we go.
Yep. And holy moly, the KD. Holy shit, the KD.
We're not going to focus on that too much, but just look at the kills real quick. Yep, Emcha, 4 kills. Other Emcha, 4 kills. Panther Shrek, 4 kills. Emcha, 4 kills. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Gearhead, he threw so much stuff into the Soviet jaws of scary Soviet weapons, yet he just lost it all. He probably should have used a bit more in terms of... Oh, Russia Busier did kill that tiger.
And you doubted me.
Sorry, I apologize. That's very impressive. I killed it. Like, hats off to the Busier, or OB 2576.2mm. But yeah, I feel like... I mean, I say with Harteneck, should have focused more on artillery, but you don't get that many artillery options with Harteneck to begin with. Like, got some more half tracks and whatnot. But you definitely needed some indirect fire support to help bring to his favor.
I just like to point out the fact that the guy who killed the tiger, his name is Prokofiev, as in like the composer at the same time. But that's neither here nor there. I wonder how many times they put in like little tiny Easter eggs in terms of names. I'm sure that's absolutely nothing they were intending. But, well, until then, I guess I'll keep my opinions to myself. Rang, any last thoughts, though?
Panther Shreks are pretty powerful.
Oh, yeah, especially in the hands of the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
But right, with that in mind, folks, as always, thank you so much for kind of joining us today. If you like what you see, have your own replay, definitely reach out now to Rang or to me. But I guess until next time, I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangru. Take it easy.